quickly go through this again, right? Okay, so for you guys, I should not. Oh, let me revise this. Right, revision is important. So as you guys already know that we have this polar form. We have two vectors, and the angle between them is theta. Right, so we apply the parallelograms law, and the magnitude of this vector is how much, Rishita? Yes, Rishita.
So root of a square plus b square cos theta
Yeah, 2
plus
cos theta.
2ab cos theta.
So this is the magnitude, and just remember this diagram. So this is b sine theta, and this is a plus b cos theta. And this is the magnitude. So whenever you guys forget this magnitude, so just calculate using the Pythagoras theorem.
Yes, sir.
So this would be, but this is easy to remember, right? And then we have this angle between a vector and the resultant. Oh, who joined? Oh, sorry.
No worries, sir.
I thought somebody joined. Yeah. In the
Ah.
background, I heard some, yeah, I heard some. Okay. Yeah. So this would be the angle, right? So this is the resultant between two vectors in the polar form, right? And there are three special cases. There are three special cases, and what are those? That if theta is 90, right? If theta is 90, so the magnitude would be simply a square plus b square, and this is 90. So this cancels out, and we have simply a square plus b square. Right, guys?
Yes, sir.
And the angle between the resultant and this a vector would be simply b sine 90, right? B sine 90 and a plus b cos 90. So again, this cancels, sine 90 is 1, so we have b by. Right.
Yes, sir.
And then we have this, yeah, and then we have this second case where theta is how much? 0 degree. So for this case, we have this a vector and then this b vector overlaps. So theta is 0, so magnitude is simply, let me write it directly. Right, so this is the maximum magnitude of two vectors. Whenever we have two vectors, right, whenever we have two vectors, so this would be the maximum magnitude, right? And let's say the third case where this is 180 degree. So R would be simply, let's say this is A vector and this is B vector. So R would be simply A minus B, magnitude we are talking about. Right,
Yes,
so
sir.
this is maximum or minimum?
Maximum.
This is A minus B, right?
A plus b is
Okay.
max.
So A minus B is minimum, right? So just remember that whenever we have two vectors, right? Let's say 2 Newton and let's say this is 3 Newton. So if somebody asks you that what is the value of what would be the resultant of these two vectors? So in what range they will lie? So what would be the maximum value of these two vectors? Yeah, guys. So what would be that?
A plus B.
Yeah,
5.
5. Absolutely correct. So this would be 5. And what would be the minimum value?
A minus B minus 1.
So, and we take the mod, right? Magnitude is always positive, so we take the mod. So that would be 1. So mod of 1. So R minimum would be 1, right?
Yes, sir.
So we can say that the magnitude of these two vectors will lie. Okay. Now for Yasir, I have to repeat this. Yeah, you guys, please bear with me for 5 minutes. I will repeat that quick. Okay, guys.
Sir is not here.
Yeah, in my screen, it is showing that he's showing. Yeah.
Oh,
Okay, so this would be the minimum. So we can say that the resultant of these two vectors will lie from 1 Newton to 5 Newton. Right? Is this part
yes,
clear,
sir.
guys? So this part I wanted to tell. Okay, Yasir, Assalamu alaikum. How are you? Hello, Yasir. Am I audible to you? Yasir Sahab. Yes, Yasir, can you hear me? Oh, in the chat box we have written. Yes, oh, just a minute. Okay, yes, please take your time. Yes, Yasir. All okay now? Or you are setting up your notebooks and books and all. Okay. So you are in Amna ma'am class, right, Yasir? Yeah, and Amna ma'am has just finished this parallelograms law, the resultant of vectors. So let me quickly revise it for you, right? So let's say you have two vectors in the polar form, right? So the resultant or the magnitude of this vector is this, and this is the direction. Okay, this is the effective triangle that you get. Right, is that right, Yasir? Yeah, and then you have these three special cases. So when these A and B vectors are 90-degree, so your magnitude is simply A square plus B square root over, and the angle is simply B by U. Right, so this is for theta equals to 90-degree. And for theta equals to 0, for theta equals to 0, you have the magnitude, which is A plus B. And the angle is in the same direction as A. So resultant angle is also in the same direction. And for the case of theta equals to 180-degree, you have the magnitude, which is A minus B, right? And the angle is in the direction of A or B, whoever magnitude is larger. Okay. Understood, Yasir? Yeah. So for the case of theta equals to 0-degree, the magnitude is maximum. And for the case of theta equals to 180-degree, the magnitude is minimum. Okay. Okay, so this was the part I needed to tell you guys, and there is one more theorem which is necessary. So it may come handy in examination, not in the CBSE point of view, but for the case of competitive exam. So this is called the Lame's theorem. So you have three vectors, right? So you can write it in this way. Okay, let me write it in. So let me write it. 1, 2 and okay. So let's say this is A and this is alpha. So this length is A. And this angle is alpha. So whatever angle is opposite to this length. And then you have this B, and this angle is beta, and you have this R, and this angle is gamma. Okay. So from
Yes, sir.
Lame's theorem, this is also called science law. So from science law, A by sine alpha would be equal to B by sine beta, and this would be equal to this is R. So this would be sine of beta. Okay, guys. So this is called the Lame's theorem or science law.
Yes, sir.
Please note it down. So,
Okay, sir.
and this is also used in the resultant of the vectors.
Finish, sir.
Finished. Rishita and Yasir, finished?
No, sir, 1 second.
Oh, okay. Yes.
Yes, sir.
Finished. Okay. So how this is related with this resultant of vectors? So in the resultant of vectors, you have these you have this diagram. So you have A, right? Let me use another one. So you have this A, right? You have this B, or you have this B, and you have this C. Right, guys?
Yes, sir.
So this is the angle between, this is the angle between A and B, right? This is A, this is B, and this is resultant, right?
Yes, sir.
So this is the angle between resultant and the A vector, alpha, and this is the angle between resultant and B vector. So let's say this is beta. And let's say this is the angle between, this is the angle between A and B. So this is theta. So this would be how much? 180 minus theta. Right.
Yes, sir.
Is that clear, guys?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So from Lame's theorem, so what is opposite to R? Opposite to R is this. Right.
Yes, sir.
So R by sine of 180 minus theta would be equal to A, and opposite to A is what? So let me write this as, this is, let me write it as alpha and this as beta. Okay, so opposite to A is what? This is side A,
Alpha.
right? Alpha. So A by sine alpha. Okay, and then opposite to B is what? Beta. So this is the Lame's theorem in context to our resultant of two vectors. Okay, is that clear, guys?
Yes, sir.
So we have this magnitude, which is r equals to root of a square plus b square plus 2ab cos theta. Okay, this is a resultant. So this is called the cosine's law. And this is called the, and sine 180 minus theta is how much? Yes, guys, sine pi minus theta. How much is that? Who remembers?
Sorry, sir.
Yeah, sine 180 minus theta. Okay, you guys are coming late. Yes, Siddhika. Okay, so her mic is not working yet. So, yeah. So who remembers what is sine 180 minus theta? So sine 90 minus theta is how much, guys?
1 minute, sir, please.
Okay. Yeah, Rishita.
So is it minus sine theta?
This one or this one?
The top one, sir.
Yeah, top one. Okay, so we'll talk about, so now sine 90 minus theta is cos theta. Everybody remembers, right?
Cos theta, yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So whenever we have 90's multiple, odd multiple, so sine changes to cos. So let's say that sine of 270 minus theta would be how much? This would be cos theta.
Cos theta.
And yeah, because we have the odd multiple of 90. So 90 3 is 270, right?
Yes,
So
sir.
whenever we have odd multiple, so sine changes to cos, right? And
So the
whenever,
top sine theta only, not minus sine theta.
sine theta. So now you remember. Okay. Yeah, sine theta is correct answer. Okay, so, and whenever we have this even multiple, 90 into 2 is 180. So whenever we have even multiple, sine doesn't change, right?
Yes, sir.
So sine would be sine, cos would be cos, tan would be tan. So trigonometric ratios doesn't change, right, guys? But
Yes, sir.
we will have this sign. So how do we decide this sign? So for that, we have to remember, right? We have to remember we have this quadrant rule. So in the first quadrant, all trigonometric ratio are positive, right? And in the
Yes,
second
sir.
quadrant, as
Sine and
Rishita
cos.
says, sine, cos or what?
Sine and cosec.
Cos,
Sir, cosec.
right? And in the third quadrant, we have what?
Tan.
Tan
Tan
and
and
cos, right? And in the fourth quadrant, we have cos,
cos and sec.
right?
Cos and
So
cot.
yeah,
Sec.
yeah. So do not confuse. Yeah, okay, you are getting confused. Yeah. So these
Yes,
are the quadrant rule, right? So sine 180, this is 180, right? This is 180 and minus theta. So it lies in the second quadrant. And in the second quadrant, sine is positive. So the sine would be how much? As Rishita said, so this would be sine theta, right? Positive sine theta. If I had asked you guys that what would be 180 minus theta, so this would have been what? Yes, Akib.
Sec.
Cos is cos. And same, even multiple.
180 minus theta.
Yeah, cos 180 minus theta. So first thing is
Even.
that, yeah, it would be cos theta. First thing is this, right?
Yes, sir.
And what would be the sine?
Minus.
Sine 180 minus theta.
minus, right? One, I am talking about this sign. What is behind this sign? Okay, so I am talking about this sign, not this sign. Okay, okay,
Uh,
okay.
uh,
Yeah,
yes.
so these are two similar, but and pronunciation is also similar. So
I
yeah.
thought SINE.
Oh, this one. So that is why you were getting confused. Okay. So
Yes, sir.
this,
Sorry, sir.
yeah, this was no, not to say sorry, because yeah. So this was the sign that I was asking. Okay. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So the SIGN, this would be negative, right? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So sine 180 minus theta would be sine theta, and A by sine alpha and B by sine beta. So just remember this. This is the sine law, right? In the case of, so just remember that this beta is angle between this and this. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So I changed this angle to beta. Earlier, I was using it as alpha, but for the convention, because beta, so in the opposite of B is beta. So just for the sake of convention, I named it as beta, right? So don't bother about this naming. Just remember that whatever is this side, so opposite to this side would be here. Okay.
Yes, sir.
And why this is important? Why this Lame's law, Lame's theorem is important in context of? So let's say I have given a vector, right? So let's say this is 3 Newton, and the resultant is, let's say this is the resultant. So this is A, resultant is, let's say, 5 Newton. Okay. And the angle between the resultant and this is, let's say, 60 degree. Okay. And we have the angle between R and A is 60 degree. Okay. And the angle between what? So let me write it as, so we have this R, which is 5 Newton, we have this 3 Newton, and we have this 60 Newton. So if I ask you that, what would be the angle between A and B? Okay, angle between A and B, or angle between B and R. So how can I calculate that?
Sir, you can use Pythagoras theorem, right?
Pythagoras theorem, how can we use the Pythagoras theorem? So is that 90? So this is looking like 90, but
90 degree.
no. So to use Pythagoras theorem, we need to have, yeah, we need to have this. So just remember this diagram.
Sir, we
Okay,
can use tan value, right?
tan value. So
Yeah.
for tan value also, we need some right angle triangle, right? To use the tan value.
So
All
it
they,
compulsory to use tan when it is 90 degree.
yeah. So do we have a tan theta for this angle? Let's say, so this is not a right angle triangle. Let me draw, okay, this kind of triangle. So do we have a tan theta for that?
No, sir.
It's right. So whenever we use the tan theta, so the triangle should be the right angle triangle. Right.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. So we know that, what do we know about? So we cannot solve this. We cannot solve this question using any of the laws or formula that we know. So we cannot solve this using this or this, right? We cannot solve this. But what do we know? So we know that R by sine theta is equal to what? This is equal to what? A
A
by
sin alpha.
alpha. Right, guys?
Yes,
This
sir.
we know. So we can use this Lame's theorem to simply calculate the angle between A and B. This is the angle between A and B, right?
But sir, we are not having alpha value, right? How can we calculate?
This is the alpha.
So then theta?
Oh. So theta would be, let's say, this is theta. This is B. Okay. And this is theta. So let me draw the diagram properly. So we have this A, right? We have this resultant. So this is the resultant. Okay. And this is the angle. So this is beta and this is the alpha. Okay.
Yes, sir.
And we know what do we know? And this is the theta that we have. Right.
Yes, sir.
So this angle is given 60 degree. Right. Beta is given.
Yes, sir.
And what is given? We have to find this theta.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
And and we have given R. We have given this A. Okay, and we also need to have this B. So let's say R is 5 Newton, A is 4 Newton, and this is 3 Newton. Okay.
Sir, but
So
you have to find B, right?
yeah. So for B, we need to have this, yeah. So we need to find what is this theta. Okay. We
Okay,
need
sir.
to find this theta. What is the angle between the alpha? What is the angle between the A vector and B vector? Is that clear, guys?
Yes, sir.
Confused totally.
Little bit, sir.
Little bit. So just remember that whenever we have to find one of the vectors, right? So whenever in the question, just remember this. So note. In the question, two angles are given. Okay, two angles are given and two magnitudes are given. Or let's say one or two magnitudes are given. Right. So then use this Lame's theorem. Whenever two angles are given, so this is the important one. Whenever two angles are given, let's say alpha and theta, and let's say one magnitude is R is given. Okay. So let's say that you have a diagram like this. So this is the resultant. Okay. And let's say that angle between those two vector is 60 degree. Okay. And let's say the angle between the resultant and this, so beta. So this is B and beta is given. So let's say beta is how much? Beta is 45 degree, not 45, but 30 degree. Right.
Yes, sir.
So if I ask you, let's say beta is 4 Newton. Okay. So can we solve this question? Can we solve this question using the resultant of the vector? Can we solve that? Think about this. Can we solve that? So in the resultant of the vectors, we have this formula. And tan alpha is b sine theta a plus b cos theta. So can we solve this question? We have in the question, we have to find, let's say, r. So can we solve this question using this using these two equations? Can we solve that?
No, sir.
Yes, right. But what do we know? We know that r by
R
sine,
by
yeah.
theta equals to b by sine beta.
So is that simple or not? Yes. Yes, Akib.
Yes, sir.
So we can simply calculate this without thinking any other things. We can simply calculate that what would be the magnitude of this r, right? Whenever we have given this b vector, magnitude of b vector and the angle. So just remember that whenever two angles are given, so just use this law method. Okay, guys.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, so B is how much? B is 4 Newton, sine beta is how much? Sine 30. And and this is sine 60. So R by how much? R by root 3 by
Root
2.
3 by
This is 4 and this is half. So half cancels and R is simply 4 root 3. Right, guys? So this was about this Lame's theorem. So did you guys note it down? So you guys have already noted it down, right? This part?
Sir, I'm a question. Like I'm
Yeah.
confused in last part.
Yeah. Which part?
Sir, how this 4 came?
This 4.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, this is given.
Then how it got cancelled here? Down part.
This half.
Sir, it is above. It should be 4, right? Numerator.
Okay. So I have skipped so many steps here. So this 2 goes in here.
No, sir, I understood denominator part, but numerator I got confused. How this y came?
Yeah, root 3. How this 4 root 3 came?
No, how it y came? Y
Y? Where is Y? Yeah,
above
this
half.
one. Oh, this is 4. So this is 4.
Okay, sir.
So this is 4, right?
Yeah, yes, sir.
Oh, so sorry about my handwriting. Yeah, so you guys are yeah, so you guys always point my handwriting. So sorry about that. I need to work on my handwriting. Okay, I will work on my own handwriting. Okay, guys.
It is good, sir.
Okay. But it seems my 4 is Y and Y is 4. So yeah, so is this part clear, guys?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now so without wasting so much time, let us do some question that we can. So understood, guys. Let me recap again. I keep revising that, or I keep recapping that so that you guys can. So these parts is embedded in your mind. So that is why I keep revising. So whenever you have these kind of, so this is B vector, this is A vector, this is resultant, right? So use this Lamé theorem. This is beta, this is alpha, this is actually theta, this is 180 minus theta. So it automatically comes sine theta by what? A by sine alpha and B by sine. Okay, so just remember this. Okay, now let us do some questions. And in the next class, so Yasir would be doing this resolution and dot product. So then I will start this dot product in the next Saturday class. Okay, so this
Okay.
question, did I do this problem in this class? No, right?
No, sir.
Okay, so let us do this problem. So first question I will do, right?
Yes,
And
sir.
second question Akib will do, Rishita and Yasir. Okay, so Afaf is not there and two more people are not. So three people are not here. Yeah, what is the angle between P and the resultant of P plus Q and P minus Q? So first we have this P vector, right? And we have this resultant of P plus Q and P minus Q. So resultant of P plus Q and P minus Q, that would be how much? This would be simply P plus Q and P minus Q. Resultant is simply this, guys, right?
Yes, sir.
So P plus Q, so Q will cancel and we have this 2P vector. So you guys tell me that what is the angle between P and 2P? What is the angle?
0.
0. So Rishita and Yasir, is Akib correct?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. What about you, Yasir? Okay, so 0 is the correct answer. Right.
Yes, sir.
And okay, so now let me, so this part, so this you guys understood, right? So no need to note it down, right? Because yeah, these are only 2 lines. So you guys want to note down, you guys have already noted it down, right?
Yes, sir. Finish.
Okay,
Yes.
so let me erase this part and Akib. Yeah,
Yes, sir.
this question we need to think. So in this question, we have to work on our mind. So a force of 6 kg and another of 8 kg can be applied together to produce the effect of a single force of. So we have this 6 kg force. Force would be in Newton, so 6 into G. So 6G force would be 6G, right? And let's say we have this 8 kg force. So kg is not the force, but multiplied with this g, that would be the force, right? So kg be applied to produce the effect of a single force of 1 kg, 9 kg, 15 kg, and 20 kg.
Sir, you can
So,
add both of them, right?
oh, so this force is a vector quantity or a scalar quantity. We are learning vectors. We are
Vector.
talking, yeah, vector. We are talking about vectors. So we need to add them using which law? Yes,
Any
Akib.
law.
Not any law, vector addition, right?
Oh, okay.
Because they are vectors, so we need to use the vector addition of law, right? Not so we cannot just directly. So just a moment ago, you guys saw that. So just a moment ago, you guys saw that if we have two forces, right? So if we have two forces, then the resultant will depend upon what? What is that? So the resultant, we have these two forces, right? Okay.
Yes, sir.
So the resultant will depend upon this magnitude as well as what?
Direction.
Yeah, angle between these two vectors, right?
Yes, sir.
So we need to take care of this guy also. So you see that in this question, what is given? Only two magnitudes are given, right?
Yes, sir.
So the angle is not given, right? So it could be between what? Yes. What could be the maximum value of these two forces?
Sir, we should add both of them.
Yeah.
15.
15 or 14. So 14 kg, right? And what would be minimum? Yes,
2.
2. Right. So this we know that the maximum of these two, the maximum resultant would be 14 kg and the minimum would be 2 kg. Is that clear, guys?
Yes, sir.
So is this, can this be the case? Yeah.
Sorry,
So
sir.
can this 1 kg be the case? Can this be value gives the resultant of 6 and 8?
No,
So-
no, sir.
Right, because minimum that we can have is 2 kg.
2.
Right. And can we have this 15 kg? Yes.
No, sir.
No. So this is discarded, and can this be possible?
No.
No. So only this one can be the case. So we have two methods of solving an optional question. An MC question, we have two methods. One, we can directly get the answer. And second is the trial and error method, right? So first we check this option, then this option, then this option, and this one, and then see that which option is fitting the scenarios, right? Or fulfilling the conditions. So in this question, we had to do this trial and error method, right? So
Yes, sir.
what would be the right answer? This 9 kg. Is that clear, guys?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So yeah, sir. Understood. Yes, sir. Yeah. Now let us come to this 25th question. So yeah. So now Rishita will tell. So this is Rishita turn, right? Yes, Rishita. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So we have two vectors whose magnitude is 5 Newton and 12 Newton. Right. We have two vectors whose magnitude is 5 Newton and 12 Newton. So how can we get 17 Newton? For 17 Newton, what would be the angle?
Sir, 5 and so 17 Newton R will be R.
Yeah.
5
So
and
this is that correct, Rishita?
yes, yes, sir.
So now in this question, they are asking that what could be the angle. So for R max, what is the angle?
0 degree.
Yeah, so your 0 degree is very confusing. So are you confident? Theta is equals to 0 degree.
Yes,
So
sir.
okay, theta equals to 0. So Akib, theta equal is that correct? Theta equals to 0 degree. What is the angle when R is R max? Yeah, this is Rishta's answer. So Akib, What is your answer? Yes, Akib. Am I audible? Yeah. Rishita, am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Oh, maybe Akib cannot hear me. So, yeah. So just remember that for R max, these two vectors coincide. So theta equals to 0 degrees. So yes, Rishita, correct answer. And to get 7 Newton, right? So 7 Newton, how
12
can I?
minus
12 minus 5 is 12 minus 5 is 7 Newton. So what is the angle between then these two vectors? Yeah. So for what angle I get the minimum value of resultant?
sir, 90.
So we just talked about
180,
these
180.
180, right? So we have this one gives the minimum, this one gives the maximum, and this one is in the middle, right? So for 180, yeah, you are correct, Rishika. So for 180, we get the minimum value. Understood? Oh, sorry, sir, I don't know. Yes, sir, you are audible, but I cannot because too much voice coming from my. Okay, no, don't worry about that. Don't worry about that, Akib. Right. So then, yeah. So you cannot tell other people to just go outside and leave you alone, right? So that you can concentrate on your class. So then we can manage, right? So, yeah. So, Akib, do you remember now that for the maximum case, this is the angle, right? For R max, theta equals to 0. And for R minimum, oh, okay. So see, so that is why we have to keep revising, guys, right? So see here. So if theta is 90, if theta is 90, R would be simply a square plus b square. Is that correct, Akib? Is that right, Akib? Yeah. And for theta equals to 0, for theta equals to 0, what do we get? So for theta equals to 0, R is a square plus b square plus 2ab cos 0. Cos 0 is 1. So you get a square plus b square plus 2ab. So this we had done in class, right, Akib? So keep revising. Yeah. So this would, yeah, this would give us whole square. So this would be a plus. So this is R max. This is R max for theta equals to 0 degree. And similarly for R equals to 180 degree, R equals to 180 degree, the angle between vectors is 180 degrees. So you get R minimum, A minus B. Understood? Is that clear now, Akib? Yeah, Yasser, clear? Any doubt? Okay. So this is 12 minus 5, you get 7, right? So A minus B is for theta equals to 180 degree. So which are the two options that you are? So 0 degree, 180 degree. 0 degree, 90 degree is not the case. So this option is correct. And what about this 13? So how can we get 13?
Sir, is it the Pythagoras thing?
Yeah, so so when R is a square plus b square. When R is a square plus b square.
When
Yes.
theta is
Huh?
when theta is 90 degree, when the angle is
Yeah.
90 degree.
Yeah, theta is 90 degrees. So this option. So this option is correct. Right. Any doubt, guys? Yes.
No, sir.
Okay, so you guys please quickly note it down. Right, this was simple. So you guys please quickly note it down and tell me. Then we can do this next problem. Yes, noted, guys.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So let us do this problem. 26. So Yasser, we have two forces, 4 Newton and 3 Newton, right? Oh, so you already calculated. Yeah, so 7 Newton, yeah, 1 Newton, so 1 and yeah. So, wow, so you already calculated the answer and okay. So D would be the correct option, guys. So is that clear? Akib and Rishita.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Right, and what about this 27 problem? So which pair of the following forces will never give resultant force of 2 Newton? Right. So yeah, which would be the option? Okay, this is my turn, right? So let's see that 2 Newton and 2 Newton. So this would give me the resultant between 0 and 4.
4.
Right, so 0 and 4. So 2 lies between 0 and 4. So this is correct. 1 Newton and 1 Newton. So 1 Newton and 1 Newton lie between 0 and 2. So again, 2 can be the case. For this one also. 1 minus 3. So 3 minus 1 is 2 and then 1 plus 3. So 4. So again 2 is there. What about this one? 1 minus 4 is 3 and we take the mod, right? And then 1 plus 4. So 5. So can 2 would be there in the middle of this 3 and 5? Yes.
No, sir.
So this is the answer. Okay, guys. Yes, understood.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So the magnitude of vectors A, B, and C are, and A plus B is C, then the angle between A and B is. Okay. So, yeah. What would be the angle? C is 13. So who's going to tell? Okay, so this is Akib's turn, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Akib. So
Which one, sir?
this 29.
Okay. The
So
magnitude of vectors A, B, and C.
right. So A magnitude is 12 B is 5, C is
C is
13,
13.
and this is A plus
A plus
B.
B is equal to C.
So which means that C is the
You have
resultant
to.
of A plus B.
Yes,
So
sir.
we have this A, we have this B, and C is the result. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So yeah, so we have to find the angle between A and B. Yes. So Akib is solving, guys, and you guys also try. So I will ask each of you guys what is your answer, and then the majority will win. Okay. So you guys, please try this question. Yes, Akib.
No, sir.
Okay. So you didn't get the answer. So what do we know? What do we know about the relation of A, B, and C? What do we know?
Then triangle law form.
No, just forget about this triangle. What is the magnitude of this resultant? Remember that,
13.
yeah, remember that no two angles are given. So whenever two angles are given, then just think about that Lame's theorem, right? But in here, we have all the magnitudes are given. So what is the magnitude? C would be how much?
13, sir.
Yeah, C value is 13, but how this is related to A and B?
A plus B, it is related.
So this is resultant magnitude. If I write C as R, so then, yeah, R
A
is
plus B
A
is
plus,
whole square of A square plus B square.
no. So you tell me what is the resultant magnitude of the resultant? What is that? Yeah, so you tell me what is the magnitude of the resultant? Yeah. So we have two vectors A and B, and what is the magnitude of the resultant?
Ax square plus ay square plus az square.
So no, A is not written in AXI, AYJ, and AZK. So we're not talking about this IJK vector. You have just remember, do not can get confused with so many things. So we have two vectors, A and B. Okay, and it has some results, resultant R. So what is the magnitude of this resultant? Yes. Magnitude of the resultant.
Sir, a square plus b square plus 2 ab
Yeah,
cos theta.
yes, this is simply the magnitude that we know, right?
Yes, sir.
So whenever they are asking about this magnitude, so we know this only, right? We know about this only. So C is the resultant, right?
Yes, sir.
This would be how much?
A square plus b square whole root
This one,
plus
right?
2ab cos theta.
Yeah, this one. So A square B square plus 2AB cos theta. This we know, right?
Yes, sir.
So C is 30, and we can take the square in both the sides. So this is 13 square. A is 12 square. This is 5 square. And this is 2 into 12 into 5 into cos theta. We have to find this cos theta, right?
Yes, sir.
So 13 square minus of this is 12 square plus 5 square is 13 square, right? So this comes here and this cancels and we have this 0.
Sorry, sir, how 13 square came?
Oh, so just remember this triangle. So this is 5, this is 12. So this would be how much?
13.
Yeah, so 5 square plus 12 square is 13 square, right? From the Pythagoras.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Yeah, so okay. So this is cos theta, right? So this goes in these guys goes in the denominator and cos theta is 0. So theta would be how much? Yeah. Theta would be how much, Akif?
90.
90 degree, right? So pi by 4, pi by 2. And you guys can also directly do this question, right? So how can we directly do this question, Akif?
No idea, sir.
So we know that c square is coming out to be a square plus b square, right? Magnitude, not c square, c. So you see that c is coming out to be a square plus b square. So for which case the magnitude of the resultant is this? For which case?
90 degree.
So we can directly tell from here also.
We can use this formula also.
Yeah, this formula, because you see that your 13 is coming out to be 5 square plus 12 square, right?
Yes, sir.
So this is following which formula? This is following this r equals to a square plus b square, right?
Yes, sir.
So this case arises in which situation? In which case?
90 degree.
Theta equals to 90 degrees. So
Yeah.
we can directly tell from here, or we can follow the general procedure, right? So
Okay, sir.
whichever way you want, you guys want to solve this problem, so that is up to you, right? Yes, Rishita and
Yes, sir.
Yasir, understood?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yeah, so next is Rishita. Yeah, you guys, did you guys note it down?
Yes, sir.
Note it. Okay, Rishita and Yasir, note it. Okay, so let us do an actual problem from JEE, and then I will come so again to this part. Okay, let's do one actual problem then from, yeah. So we have two vectors x and y which have equal magnitude, right? So we have this x vector, we have this y vector. So the magnitude of x and y are equal. This is given, right, guys? So let's assume that this is A. So is this clear, guys?
Yes, sir.
And the magnitude of x minus y. Oh, did I? Yeah, Yasir. So did Amna ma'am do this subtraction of vectors? Did Amna ma'am do this? R is A minus B. Oh, so what is the magnitude of R for A minus B? Yes. Yes, sir. Okay, Akib will tell and then you. Oh, okay. Yeah. I thought that some of you left. Okay. So Akib, what is the magnitude for the subtraction of vectors?
A square plus b square plus sorry, minus 2ab cos theta.
Yeah, you remember. And the angle is how much?
Angle b sin theta divided by a minus b cos theta.
Yeah, just remember the effective diagram. Whenever you remember the effective diagram, then it makes it clear. Okay, so this is the case, Yasir, right? Yeah. Okay, now then we can do this problem. So x minus the magnitude of x minus y. So what would be the magnitude of x minus y? This would be, yes.
A square plus b square minus 2ab cos theta.
Yeah, so x square minus plus y square minus 2xy cos theta, right?
Yes, sir.
And what would be x plus y magnitude? We have this magnitude, right? So what would be x plus y magnitude?
X square plus y square minus
Hmm?
2xy cos theta.
Minus,
Sorry, plus.
right? So this is given. What is given? That magnitude of x minus y. So magnitude of x minus y is equal to n times the magnitude of x plus y. So is this part clear, guys? Yes. Is this part clear?
Sorry, sir.
Yeah. So magnitude of x minus y is n times the magnitude of x plus y. So is this part clear?
Yes, sir.
So just we can write what is the magnitude. So this is root of x square plus y square minus 2xy cos theta equals to n of root of x square y square 2xy cos theta. So we can take the square in both the sides. And what is the magnitude of x? So this is a. This is also a. This is a into a square cos theta, and n square a square 2a square cos theta. So is that clear, guys?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
So this would be 2a square minus 2a square cos theta, and this is n square 2a square plus 2a square cos theta. So 2a square 2 square is looking like a common.
Or
This is cos theta here, so not 4. So 2a square 2 square 2 squares. So 2a square is everywhere. So let's take common. So this would be how much? 1 minus cos theta, and 2a square is common, so 1 plus cos theta. So now we can cancel this, right?
yes, sir.
So 1 minus cos theta is n square plus n square cos theta. So we can take n square cos theta in the left hand side. So this would be cos theta minus of n square cos theta. And then this is n square minus 1. This goes in the right hand side. So cos theta is common, and we have minus 1 minus n square, and this is n square minus 1. So cos theta is how much? N square minus 1 divided by minus n square plus minus 1. So theta would be how much?
Cos minus 1
cos inverse
cos inverse n square minus
n
1.
square minus 1 by
This.
minus n square minus 1.
So which is the correct answer? This one. Right, guys? So you guys quickly note down this question or take the screenshot and then note down this problem. Any doubt in this question, guys?
No, sir.
Yeah. So in the vector part, just remember these general formulas, resultant and all these ones. Yeah, whenever you guys need me to scroll down the screen, please tell.
Okay, sir.
correct.
Finish, sir.
Okay, so yeah. And in the previous class, I had given some question, guys, as your homework. So in this NEET and JEE portion class, not that 11th portion. So in the 11th portion, Rishita has sent her homework, but Akib, you have not sent your
I have
homework.
done, sir. I forgot to send.
Oh, so yeah, please send
I'll
them.
show in class.
Okay, so please send the answer so that I can check, because in the class then we have to share, right, share your screen, and then to share that so the Learnivio team will make you the co-host, and then you will be able to share. So there will be so many technical difficulties. So yeah, you just send me the homework, and then yeah, then I can check in the note.
Okay, sir. Finish, sir.
Finished. Rishita and Yasir, finished.
Yes, sir.
Yes, yeah, Yasir. Okay, so now where were we? We were on this. Yeah, we were on this 31 question. So this was Rishita's turn. Before 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 it so before the end the class ends, let me give you some question, guys, as your homework. So yeah, this 35 question, this 36, and this one, mm, 39. So 4 questions, because you have 1 week, guys. So,
Yes, sir.
so just take the screenshot of 35, 36. Okay. Just take the screenshot
Done,
of
sir.
this. And Rishita and Yasir, done.
Yes, sir.
And these ones, so 39 and 40.
Done, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, the maximum and minimum magnitude of okay, so this I will talk in the class. So yeah, so in the 31 question, Rishita, you have when two vectors which are inclined at some angle. Oh, okay, okay. Yes. So Yasir couldn't, yeah. So take the screenshot, Yasir. Yes. So yeah. So when two vectors of magnitude P and Q are inclined at angle theta, the magnitude of their resultant is 2P. Okay, so which formula we should use, Rishita?
Sir, the Lame's theorem.
No, because the magnitude is given, right? So let us, R is A square plus B square, because two angles are not given. So the scenario is changed, but two angles are not given. Angle between P and Q, or Q and this resultant, or P and this resultant. So these are not given. Only this one angle is given, right? And they are talking about this resultant. So is that clear, Rishita? So we should use, yeah, we should use this formula. Okay, so R is this, and the magnitude of P and Q is how much? So P and Q magnitude is how much? 2P. Right, guys?
Yes, sir.
So this is 2P, which is equal to P square plus Q square plus 2PQ cos theta.
Yes, sir.
Right. Who's okay, so and when we can square this, so this would be 4P square equals to P square plus Q square and then plus 2PQ cos theta. Right, guys?
Yes, sir.
And then we have what? So let us further solve this. This would be, so this is Rishita's term, right? P square is Q square plus 2PQ cos theta. Okay, and this is the first case. Okay, guys, let's assume this as, and remember that we have to find the ratio between P and Q. So we have to find P by Q. Right, this is the ultimate goal. So what is the next resultant? P plus Q. This is equal to how much? When the inclination is changed, the resultant is half. Right, the magnitude of the resultant is half. So this is
Just
yeah. Yes.
P, that will be just P.
Right, so that will be just P. So this is this would be equal to, this would be equal to P square plus Q square and plus of 2PQ and cos of 180 minus theta. Right. So when we square, so this would be p square, which will be equal to p square plus q square plus 2 pq cos 180 minus theta is how much? Yes,
minus
sir.
cos.
Minus cos 80 minus cos theta. So this would be minus of cos theta, right? So p square cancels, and we have q square equals to minus 2 pq cos theta, right?
Sir, won't it be minus q square?
Huh? Minus q square. Oh, sorry about that. So minus of q square, right? So q square would be simply 2 pq cos theta. Is that correct, guys?
Yes, sir.
So this is our second equation. So we have two information, this one, and what is our ultimate goal?
To
Yes.
find the P and Q.
Yeah, we have to find P by Q. So what is the hurdle here? Right, guys, just look into the first equation, second equation. So the P by Q, we need all our answers in the form of P and Q. Right. So what is this hindrance? So what is the hindrance term? What term or what factor we don't need? What is the undesired variable? Yes, in first and
Theta?
second, theta. Yes, absolutely right. Theta is the undesired variable. Right. Right,
Yes.
Akib and Yasser. So we know that 2pq cos theta and 2pq cos theta we know. The value of 2pq cos theta we know. Right, guys?
Yes, sir.
So we can put the value in the first equation, and 3p square would be from 1 and 2. So p 3p square would be simply q square plus q square. Right, so this would be 3p square equals to 2q square. So p square by q square is 2 by 3. So this would be how much? P by q is root 2 by root 3. So which is the answer? This one. Is that understood, guys?
Yes, sir.
Please quickly note it down. I took 3 minutes more of you guys, so sorry about that. Please note it down. Yes, Rishita and Yasir, understood?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So this was Rishita's turn, and you guessed correctly two important points. So this point you guessed, and yeah, and this point. So nice, Rishita.
Thank you.
Yeah, only the important part is that we have to reach here. This is our ultimate goal, and how can we reach here? Right. So yeah, you guys, whenever you guys need me to scroll down the screen, please tell me, and then yeah. So Akib did this 29th problem and 31 Rishta did. Yasir. So already the time is over. So this is exactly the same question as this one. So can you guys take this question also as your homework? What do you guys say?
Okay, sir.
If
Yes,
you
sir.
guys want, then only. And please send me those homework. Okay, please. Yeah. So should I scroll down the screen, guys?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, sorry that I took 5 minutes more, guys. So sorry about that. Yeah.
Sir, I completed.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So when everyone completes, then okay, Yasir has also completed. Oh, okay. Yeah, did you guys take the screenshot of this 30-second question?
Yes, sir.
Please try those questions and send me the answers. So just send it to the Learnivio team and then they will send it to me.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, done, guys.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So, okay, then meet you on next Saturday, guys. Then I will talk about this dot product. And I hope that in Yasir's class, the dot product will be finished. So then we'll do the question on this dot product and the resolution of vectors also.